Manipulating. Mind experiment.
It's no sleep, baby.
Mine. I was watching our own stream. What's up, folks? Welcome to No Sleep, the podcast. I'm AJ Simmons. Got a very special guest this evening, by the way, so I'm going to get right to my jokes. I'm not going to waste any time. All right. You ever been to Who Hot?
Sure have.
Yeah, at Who Hot, they have like different recipes you can follow listed up on the board. And I noticed recently that they have a few different Genghis Khan related recipes.
Yes.
Where it's like Khan's spicy mustard, something. Then I wrote down the other one. Can't get enough.
Oh.
And it made me wonder if like 100 or 200 years from now, there'll be like Adolf's famous Eggs Benedict at like spicy at like an IHOP or something, you know?
Yeah.
The full Blitzkrieg breakfast.
The Blitzkrieg breakfast.
I mean, Genghis Khan was pretty fucked up, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird to have him.
The Blitzkrieg breakfast comes with whole eggs, uncracked. You have to crack them yourself. I don't fucking know. Sorry.
Beautiful white eggs. Here's one more. How does dry cleaning work? You know, you can't like take a dry shower.
I think it's like chemicals.
Is it?
That they put it in like a clothing shaped machine that puts dry chemicals all over it.
We have no idea.
Yeah. All right. Seems like an oxymoron to me. I feel like you have to get it wet to clean it.
Yeah, it does.
That is it for me, folks.
Oh man. Let's see.
Cut to Tolma Grain.
Had a rough day. Not well prepared. Let's see. Ooh, me and the sweet lady it was Sarah's birthday this weekend. That was nice. We had not to bust Sarah out here, but we had some sexy time this weekend.
Look out.
Gee.
Oh yeah. And on Sunday, Everly woke up and she goes, I heard you guys, what were you guys laughing at last night? I was like, when did you hear the laughing? She's like, I don't know, it was weird. I was like, yeah, nothing. We weren't laughing at nothing. So, yeah, not even a joke. You're welcome, Sarah. I'm gonna just throw this one at Tyler. This is not my joke, by the way. I'm just gonna do it. It's from the internet. Someone else did it. I don't want to take credit for it, but it's a knock knock joke, and I'm gonna do it to you. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Totally.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
I eat mop.
I eat my poo.
Oh, gross.
Got his ass.
Got him.
Walked right into it.
I don't feel so bad for that Mark Cuban joke.
Yeah.
I do not feel bad at all now.
That's same tier.
All right. Cut to Alex
That was
Carter.
great.
No jokes for me, folks.
Hey, that's
Not
how
a
we
one.
like it.
Not even a cent of a joke from me.
Well, that's all right because we can get right to our very special guest this evening. Longtime friend, first time on the podcast, Mr. Tyler Walsh. A
Thanks.
tremendous stand-up comedian.
Thanks for having me.
Hey,
fellas.
you're welcome.
This is the first time you've been on?
Yeah.
I think, yeah, even the old version.
Huh.
Yeah, because I don't think you've ever like lived in Des Moines while we were doing the podcast.
I think he would know.
Most
probably.
people don't. Most people don't even know I never lived here.
Yeah.
Oh, you
No, I've
once?
never lived in Des Moines.
Oh, wow.
He was traveling to the mics.
Yeah, I was just driving from up north.
Damn. Well, is that Mapleton, you said?
No, I was living in Stanhope.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a little town.
Yeah. Watermelon days.
Ooh,
I lived right by it.
nice.
Do you think it's weird to move to a town just because you're like, I really enjoy corn days?
That's I mean,
If I'm right.
I mean, if
not-
you
it's not a bad
really enjoy corn days,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know.
Better than moving because you love the fentanyl there.
Yeah.
Well, that kind of goes hand in hand with corn days.
True.
Yeah.
Little anhydrous from the tank
Yeah.
right there.
I just moved here for the meth. Yeah.
Yes.
I love a small town summer festival, though. It's that time of year in Iowa. All the
Getting
small
there,
towns. Have all their days.
Yeah, Pufferbilly Days ain't too far away.
That's Boone, right?
Yeah, it's our little train festival.
That's right.
It's not little.
No, it ain't little. It's a big train.
Yeah, well, what's incredible is they mix Pufferbilly and Super Nationals.
Yes.
So you just get chaos.
Oh, at the same time?
Yes.
Damn.
Boone has famously a dirt racetrack right outside of town.
It's right off the highway, baby. It's the first thing you see on the way in.
Can't miss her.
Yeah.
Boone Speedway. And I remember my very first day working at Golden Corral in Boone happened to be Super Nationals
Oh,
weekend.
my God.
And it was not far. I mean, it was right there on Story Street, kind of the main drag of Boone. And I think maybe I haven't told it here, but I tried to refill an ice cream machine, and the milk comes in like a big. It's like a big water
plastic
bag.
bag.
Yeah.
Big bladder.
Exactly. And it was kind of slippery, and I was trying to spin the top off, and
I'm imagining the whole thing, right? Sweaty AJ, full mop of hair.
Yeah, because I was the dish guy, because that's where you start. Eventually, you get upgraded to the fried chicken station, which I did get to, and then I was summarily fired.
How long were you there at Golden Corral?
I think I did about a good 2 years.
Damn.
2 years and then
Yeah.
you got fired?
Yeah.
You got moved to the fried chicken. They're like, you're out of here. What did
Yeah.
you do to the fried chicken?
I found at that point, I found all the bones and kind of I had never seen food like that before.
Yeah.
Just mass.
Because I was like 14.
Yeah.
So I had never worked on a farm, anything like that. So I was used to seeing food cooked, basically.
Yeah.
And so it kind of grossed me out. So I think I did a pretty bad job.
Okay.
Just
back there slapping dead chickens.
Did you jump ship to Pizza Ranch after that?
I did. No, I made the very lateral move of going to McDonald's to work,
Oh, wow.
which was right down the street. And then I peaked.
He's more of a McDonald's guy.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
how Pizza Ranch would have been like, no, I was modest.
Yeah.
That's a big jump.
Yeah.
I just went to McDonald's.
Yeah. Only the best and brightest worked at Godfather's Pizza,
Oh, is that,
That's a
Yeah.
building of learned men.
Yes.
Over there at Godfather's
Yeah.
Pizza.
That's like Mensa or whatever.
They run a tight buffet over there.
Yes. Godfather's was pretty fancy. It was nice to have one in town.
I love Godfathers. I
Yeah.
had some today.
Really?
Yeah, they got it at the BP in Ottumwa.
Oh, the minis?
Yes,
The
sir.
minis are they're the most
The
solid
personal
gas
pan.
station
That's
value
right.
ever.
I love it.
Oh man. Yeah, because they where it's like the next level down from how Pizza Hut became the Pizza Hut Express. Now Godfather's is like
We're in gas stations.
it's just in a booth in the gas
Yeah.
station.
Oh, I was not aware of that. That's good
Yeah.
news.
Yes, and they're randomly
But you
scattered.
got to be, it's got to be the right small town
course,
with
of
the Godfather's gas station pizza.
Yes.
But they have those fresh, hot personal pans rocking.
Wow.
I can't resist.
Well, you're a man who's had quite a few jobs. I mean, I was trying to remember. I knew for sure donkey basketball. I mean, that's
Yeah.
not a bad place to start, huh?
Yeah.
How? When did you get into the game?
It was actually literally the week I was supposed to move to Des Moines. Sid Yorker got me a job.
Oh,
A
but
good job. Like Tara, I shouldn't say stuff.
Right.
But anyways, he got me a job. I started, and then I went to a fair convention in town.
and you couldn't resist the
I
call
ran
of the
with-
ball and
I
donkeys.
met the donkey people. And then I went in and quit on Monday, and I was like, hey, I got to
Hey,
go.
sorry.
Gotta go.
Yeah, why are you leaving? Your
I
exit
gotta-
interview?
I got to lead this hard scrabble team of donkeys to a basketball championship in rural Iowa.
It made me feel weird because Sid kept saying, I get it, man. You got to go follow your dreams. I was like, well, I'm not doing that yet.
Yeah.
I'm doing something I want to do. But it's not called the dream yet.
Yeah, I mean, so was there like
That was like 2017, 18.
okay?
Wow.
So wasn't it? Oh, damn. See, I thought it was like you started, young
No.
in the donkey basketball game.
No, I'd seen it when I was young.
Oh, of
Like I
course.
went the same guy. I worked for that company.
Oh,
Okay.
Because you know how comedians go, "Hey, I can do this. I'm fine." I was watching that guy with the microphone chasing donkeys. I was
Yeah.
like, I could kick this guy's ass.
Put a little showmanship into it.
Get me out there with them donks.
Like a dolphin to water.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're taking them, if I remember right, with you to different places, right? Like you're loading up the donks and taking them.
Yeah. I had a big gooseneck trailer, and we just went.
Damn.
Every night was typically a new town.
You were basically
How
going
many
to, were
nights
you
a
going to
week?
schools? Because I remember as a kid, the donkey basketball came to school and the teachers all played donkey basketball.
Yeah, it was
the
only-
greatest night ever.
It was only school.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if there's a big industry of that all over the country. Is that a Midwest thing?
There's like 4 companies, and they're all related somehow.
Wow.
Spread out. There's like one in Ohio, one in Wisconsin, one in Colorado.
A lot of nepotism in the donkey basketball.
Oh yeah, more. They're all cousins, and they get mad at each other and split
A
off.
lot of some kind of
They're like,
tism.
I'm gonna buy my own donkeys.
Yeah.
Someone's drunk grandpa one day was like, I'm going to take these donkeys and teach them to play basketball. And he started the business, and then the
Yeah.
younger kids just picked it apart.
I don't want to take over the business, Granddad. That's too damn bad. So I've never seen donkey basketball. So what am I seeing? You know, what am I watching here exactly? Is it like a 6-on-6 donkeys in basketball jerseys kind of thing, or
People.
It's 5-on-5, and then like they have like a teacher team or a student team or the local fire department.
okay?
And then it's a mix of leading your donkeys, riding them if you can, but you have to be on the donkey to pass or shoot. So it's like
Okay.
continuous football or something, kind of. You're just like,
And it's on the school's basketball court.
yes.
Okay.
They had like rubber shoes that we would put on them.
But they were just shitting right on the courts.
Oh yeah. They had a sanitation. It was kind of like farm WWE a little bit.
Okay.
Like there was gimmicks tied into the whole thing. And
Right.
you had to be like,
Yeah.
I'm still
Kayfabe in the whole thing.
I'm still ashamed. The biggest pop I've ever gotten is just when a donkey shits on the floor. And then there was this one school in Wisconsin, and I just went, "Wow, you rode the crap out of him." You know, hack attack, baby. And it was just like, boom.
You've been chasing that dragon ever since.
Yeah, cannot do it.
Killing.
Yep.
God. So there was no basketball actually in play.
They were trying. Yeah, they had a basketball.
Oh, okay,
like they
so-
were scoring. They were.
Oh, okay.
You had
Yeah.
to ride. You were on the donkey passing or
Oh.
shooting.
Gotcha. I thought you were trying to get the donkeys to play basketball.
No,
I
you're
was like,
playing
that's
on
gonna
the.
be so-
I mean,
man.
This is really why my jokes about it never work.
No one understands what's going on.
Yeah.
I tell
I
a
know.
crowd, and they're like, "What?"
Yeah, I imagine it like nosing around like a basketball kind of.
Yeah, no.
One just eating a bag of popcorn.
Yeah. Yeah. Starts humping somebody. You ever have that? The donkeys get a little horny on you or anything? I mean, you figure enough shows, something's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's cold out there on the road, you know?
A donkey looking out a rainy bus window on the way to its next gig.
We're in Philadelphia.
My first 2-week training was in North Dakota.
Training.
I started in January
Oh my.
in
God.
North Dakota. So I would have to bathtub water out of hotels, like, because all the faucets were frozen.
Yeah.
And I would have to like carry buckets for like down to these donkeys. And then I was in a blizzard, and I'm like, what do I do if I get stuck? You know, he's
Yeah.
like, there is no warmer place on earth than with those donkeys in the back of the trailer. He's like,
You'll be just fine.
I was like, oh, great. North Dakota. This is a movie nobody wants to see.
Oh, I don't know.
There's nothing like the warmth of a trailer full of donkeys. Nothing. Why you say it like that? That's true. I mean, yeah, they probably would keep you kind of safe.
Sure.
Just ride one out to safety, I guess.
Yeah. Eat one if you have to, perhaps. You wouldn't want to do that to the team, obviously. but-
No.
Yeah, you
Sorry,
can't-
guys.
You have to pick the 6th man for sure.
Yeah.
Can't use a starter.
Yeah. So are you showing up with 10 total, or do you bring a couple just in case of like injuries?
Couple spares.
Couple spares. Nice.
Would have
A couple bench players.
Yeah. So donkey tears its ACL.
How far?
they towards the end of this. I had to train a new donkey. Like most of them get to be where there's a rigmarole, you know everything about him. But we got a new donkey, and he was not handling the game very well. And
I wasn't getting the finer points.
but
of
I had a donkey
swing
with no
basketball.
shoes outside that I kept the starter out, and I had to use the new donkey. And he started going nuts and kicking at the crowd.
Uh-oh.
And it was one of those old gyms where the seats, the benches are like right up to the court.
Oh, yeah.
The old little school
out
gyms.
ones.
like the ones that come out of the wall, kind of
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
This donkey drags a teacher caught in the harness and then comes around and is just kicking all along. And I'm running with a microphone and I'm getting.
Be right
between
with
the
you,
crowd.
folks.
It is just kicking me in the quads the whole way
Oh
down the
my
court. And the
God.
people are like, what are you? I'm just going, I'm just eating these kicks.
Oh God.
Until halftime, and I grabbed this thing, drug him outside. I didn't drag him. I got him outside. And he never went back in.
Yeah.
You got to cool off, man.
Got to make some trades in the offseason.
Yeah, exactly. We're sending you down, man. You're going to the farm team.
Because people would get hurt,
Which is just the fun.
and I'd have to fake like it wasn't awesome.
Yeah.
People would get bucked
I would have-
off
yeah, it
sometimes.
seems
and I'd
like-
have to be like, "Oh yeah, oh,
Like the
you okay?"
insurance
Call the cops.
for the schools. Like, how do they legally do donkey basketball in schools? Like, do you have your own insurance? Like how?
Yeah,
Like,
Sure.
I had to do like a 45-minute safety meeting and waivers.
45.
And oh yeah,
yeah.
PowerPoint.
whole thing. They wore helmets, but
Oh, nice.
The donkeys, or that's. I mean, people must have loved it, though, right? I mean, kids like having 10 donkeys running around.
yeah, everybody loves it the first time.
Right.
And then they still they purposefully don't. They want you to forget about them, and then they come
Disappear
back in 5
from
years.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Because it's not something you couldn't have a series. Like
Right.
they're over at. There's a couple schools that do it every year, and it's just because the kids like to ride them, but everybody quits coming.
There's some nights you're not selling a lot of tickets. You're like, hey, look, only 10 people in the seats, but we got to do the show.
Right.
Yeah.
So was that like a one-man show basically that you did?
Yeah.
You didn't have an assistant or anything?
No, it was the hardest work I've ever done.
I
in my
bet.
life.
Yeah, that's
Dude.
Wrangling 10 donkeys and then having to MC a physical basketball show and trying to let any kids or teachers get killed or firemen or whatever.
Yeah, and you would have to clean the
pack 'em all
trailer,
in. Oh.
clean the trailer daily, find them hay on the road. You'd have to just pull up to places and ask for, like, if the farm store didn't have, hey, who's got some hay in town?
You're like, what do you need it for? I got a trailer full of 12 donkeys. Yeah. They're basketball stars.
And then if you couldn't find any hay,
It's like an Airbud
you'd have to pull over to the mini mart and get like 75 Snickers.
a couple Slim Jims.
Dude, that guy called me 2 months ago. I hadn't talked to him in 5 years, and he wanted me to go back out, and I was like, I can't.
I'm retired.
I'm like, I'd like to think life's better now.
Did
I
you?
like to think I've moved past this.
How many shows a week would you do?
There was some weeks where there was 5.
Yeah.
I mean, it was, we would go, the month of March, I had 1 day off.
Good Lord.
And we were in a different town every night. And that was the time I was just like openly weeping outside. I'd be like so tired, a donkey kicked me or something. I'd just be crying. But people were like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm ready to go home.
It's been a long tour.
You guys want to take care of these donkeys?
Oh man. Were there donkeys you liked more than other donkeys?
Oh, yeah. There
Yeah.
were some, yeah.
Like special donkeys?
There was one named Seamus
Yeah.
I really liked.
Yeah.
James.
Nice.
Good attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the
Team
show,
player.
the donkey that they sold the show with was called Hemorrhoid. And that was the bucking donkey.
Yeah.
So like if you win, if you're the MVP at the end, you get a chance to ride Hemorrhoid. And it's just a short little donkey that just kicks and spins. So you'll get like whoever has a cutoff T-shirt camo, you'll put them on hemorrhoid and get the gym to whoop it up. And
You got a Zen print on your pocket there, so we're gonna let you get on
Yeah.
old hemorrhoid tonight.
I only had one ambulance trip.
Well, that's
I dislocated a kid's shoulder in Missouri, and that hemorrhoid did that.
man.
Fucking hemorrhoid.
Dislocated his shoulder.
Like
tore
bucked
it
him
out.
off. Or,
That had to be a terrible feeling for you. Or were you like,
Yeah. I was like, he signed the waiver.
He knew what he was getting.
He had a mullet. He wasn't suing.
yeah.
Right.
He has a great story.
Yeah. He's still
sort of
telling that.
functioning shoulder.
Yeah. In his story, he dislocated the donkey's shoulder. Put him in a rear naked choke. God damn. Yeah, well, I mean, you can't talk to the I guess you could talk to the donkeys.
Oh.
I mean, how do you fill the time?
Probably why all the weird shit that I do now. You know, I would take all sorts of stuff with me and mess around.
Rollerblades.
No, I wasn't to that phase yet.
Oh, okay.
I was juggling.
Oh, yeah.
I had those with me, yeah. And I figure, like, you can't have shame. Like, if people see the donkeys and then a guy juggling, a fat guy juggling, they're like, yeah.
We're having a good
This
time.
makes sense.
Of course. Of course. Whatever this guy's got cooking up, this is, yeah, scholarly.
Yeah.
Probably heading to Pufferbilly days, I bet.
Have you guys done the octopus in Cedar Falls?
I have not. Nope.
No.
It's a pretty, if we still say hipster, it was what a hipster room was.
Right.
Like fairly. And I was fresh off the donkey tour. And like I dropped the donkeys off, still had the trailer. I had a cowboy hat on. It was part of the uniform.
The buckle.
I had a Dairyland donkey ball denim jacket on.
I love that
It
jacket.
was the coolest.
I can still see that jacket.
Oh, it gets.
You still have that jacket?
No, I don't
oh, that's
wanna
right.
talk
I've
about
asked
it.
you that before.
I don't want to talk about it. But I walked in with that. I'm like, I can rock this cowboy hat. Like, I'm a cowboy.
Yeah.
I'm
You're a
not
cowboy.
And I walked into that bar and bombed as hard as I've ever bombed.
Oh,
Everybody
amazing.
looked around at the guy with the donkey jacket and the hat. And then I went up and I didn't wear the hat on stage.
Oh.
But I still just ate my dick for even knowing that I did it.
Damn. You think it was just your vibe?
Oh, yeah.
To
My
the
vibe was like, I just got off 30 days.
Yeah.
I walked in there like, this town ain't big enough.
Yeah.
I'm the
Killing
donkey
on
king.
tour.
Yeah. Respect me.
I've been road dogging it.
Yeah. I'm like a pumpkin patch on the road. That's all that is. Or a petting zoo on the road.
Yeah. Was there any like donkey basketball, like off spray pussy action kind of going on there? Or any like substitute teachers?
You're on the donkey and you're like, you want some real power between your legs?
I
Can make this a 3-way.
ordered pizza once and I was in front of the hotel and the donkeys are in there. I'm cleaning the trailer. A girl brings the pizza delivery, and she goes, she sees the trailer, sees that there's animals in there, and goes, oh my God, horses. Oh, and I'm like, oh man, yeah. Horses. Going my number.
Close enough.
Pokes her head in, sees donkeys, and just shut down. She's just like, oh, no horses.
Damn.
And I was like, oh, come on, gal.
How often does anybody see a trailer full of donkeys?
That's more impressive.
yeah, I would have been like,
I feel like that's a treat.
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
suppose.
people only like the donkeys once.
There you go.
As a guy who's tried to make it his personality. Yeah, it wears people out. And they like think it's a gimmick, but my brain just truly, if I like something, that's all I can talk about.
Right.
And I truly respect and like donkey basketball. So
There you go.
it's hard for me just not to tell the good word.
Yeah. The divine game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's all right if if they only like it once because you're on to the next town, baby.
Yeah.
You got those Rubes money. You just
Yeah.
walking down the road with a sack of cash and a bunch of donkeys, you know? On to the next.
They need to do like a donkey basketball field of dreams. where like I give the donkeys their chance to come back and play one more time.
Hey, hemorrhoid, one more round.
Seamus comes walking out of the corner. Seamus? Tyler, big tear rolls down Tyler's eye.
Hemorrhoid got to meet his dad again. They had a bad relationship.
You never believed him, he did.
Heal his pain.
Man, I'm ready for this donkey basketball movie. I can already see the whole thing.
Yes.
I would watch that movie.
Yeah, that would have been a great, like Mike Rowe, Anthony Bourdain type of documentary about.
Oh yeah, like a Dirty Jobs on donkey basketball.
Yeah, life on the road, donkey basketball manager. I get right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
MTV True Life.
I didn't like that moment. Yeah, got that right. Unit manager, if you want to be specific.
Yeah, exactly. Working my way up to GM.
How many units was your section of donkey basketball? How many donkeys did they have? Like your company?
There were 30 or 40.
Okay.
They were kind of just collecting them at a certain point.
Okay. So there was more than one person out there doing donkey basketball with your company?
We had routes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there was a southern route, there was a Midwest route. One would go west. I covered most of these states, is why I still am not a national act.
Oh yeah.
Forever regional.
Yeah. Even in the donkey basketball.
I always think I've traveled so much, and then I realize, like, boy, I haven't been anywhere. Like, I've just been Denver to Illinois, and like I've seen it all. That's good.
There you go.
If you've been if you're on the road with donkeys, you're seeing all those spots.
Yeah, I mean, sheer square mileage.
I took him to the Field of Dreams.
Nice.
For real.
Nice. It's donkey baseball today.
Yeah. They have trucker parking there, so it works perfect for a gooseneck.
We back her in.
You guys are gonna love this.
Hee haw. Yeah. Did they do anything? Do they have any other kind of vocalizations beyond the hee haw? Or is that kind of their bread and butter?
Oh, I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
They don't like spit at you or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
They have to bite, don't they?
That's llamas, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Maybe it's a lot, man.
Donkeys try and bite you?
Oh, donkeys.
Yeah,
bite.
I thought they were more
donkeys will
Hold
bite.
their gums up.
Yeah, those giant chompers coming at you.
Donkeys, horses, they'll bite. You bite.
Oof.
And a donkey is a mule and a something?
No, a donkey is its own.
Oh, okay, it is.
Yeah, what a mule.
Get your facts right, AJ.
A mule comes from a donkey and a horse.
Oh, okay. There we go.
There's all sorts of weird variations. It depends on if it came male. There's all sorts of.
And donkeys can't breed? Or
Mules can't breed.
Mule.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I keep fucking that up.
Toll, you got this. Yeah, I know that shit.
Yeah. I
Do
know
you know
about
what-
my donkey breeding.
Yeah.
Like I forget. There's something with. There's hennies. That's like a henny mule is where because usually it's a mare horse
Right.
that makes the mule, but a henny is when it's a papa horse,
Oh, okay.
and then they're a little.
Because like most mules are, like most of them are male, aren't they? Aren't most mules? And I know they can't reproduce.
We're really putting his feet to the fire.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because there's no point of letting. I mean, they don't need their nuts.
Right. Yeah.
I don't really know.
Sterile
Yeah.
or whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, donkeys. Who
Kind of
keep-
like
they keep the donkeys around for the dick. Man.
yeah. There you go.
Amen, brother.
We need that in context for sure.
Yeah.
Horses
Shiloh,
love their
clip
short
that
kings.
Yeah, because there's all. I was trying to like pin down. Yeah, because a mare is a female horse, and then a stallion would be a male horse that still has its testicles, right?
Yes.
And then,
Well, yeah.
and there's one. What's a colt? Is that like a young male
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then a filly is like a young female horse, I think.
Yes.
Damn, AJ. All this equine knowledge over here.
Yeah.
Somebody watch the Belmont Stakes.
Yeah, well, just because I had heard the words forever, because I was in FFA in high school and stuff.
Oh, you hear that, Tyler?
Yeah, so I should have learned some of this.
gonna
But really, all our
Did you sell meat
FFA
and
classes,
cheese?
yeah, all our FFA classes were like, they wanted us to sell dog food and like horse feed to people and stuff. Because there was a big deal with like Kent Feeds, which I think is a pretty big brand.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But our FFA like leader guy, he was like, "You got to be out there selling, boys." What the hell? I'm dead serious.
He's made you
weird.
guys the sales wing of his organization.
Yeah, you would like
Yeah.
go and work on his farm in the morning and stuff. That was part of the class.
Strange.
Are you sure you were an FFA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it was a different F.
Yeah.
3 letters. I don't know.
It is like ag teachers and shop teachers are. I mean, it's a professional grift to be like, you will forever be fixing
Yeah.
my thing in class.
Yeah.
That is really true.
Like it's
All right, this week we're going to fix a lawnmower. Again, yes, again. Yes, again.
Yeah.
You kids ever rebuilt a transmission for an IROC Z?
Look out for the T-tops, all right?
Professional grift.
It was definitely that vibe. I mean, yeah. It was like the whole class would show up there and like work on the farm in the morning.
oh yeah.
Yeah. Shouldn't it be like showing sheep and stuff?
I think I got into it because
Pigs?
I wanted to be a vet at one point, and I was like, okay, we'll get the animal thing going. You know, let's get it started. Meanwhile, other than when you had to work at that farm every once in a while, we never saw any animals.
Meanwhile, AJ can't even work at Golden Corral because he saw too many dead chickens.
That's right.
Yeah.
Did you livestock judge?
No,
Did you guys do that?
maybe I just did it like 1 year, so maybe I missed some of that. big
We
stuff.
had a summer where we had a team and we would just meet at fairs and you just go judge, which is
Weird.
literally just look at pigs and rate
Yeah.
them and
yeah,
all that. I like that.
yeah,
Or just, yeah, I didn't even come from a farm, but like I knew a good one.
yeah. That's a good pig.
Had a real good eye.
Yeah.
You worked? Didn't
I
you
always
work
looked for
with
the V in their back.
pigs?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
Few years.
Didn't you work with pigs?
Yeah, that was another high school job I had for a couple months where we just loaded
Oh, yes.
the pigs out from a farm into those trucks that has like the cheese grater sides.
Yeah.
You can kind of see through it, that metal.
Yeah.
But it was just us like kind of
Big
corralling
livestock.
them into up a ramp.
All right, go,
into
enjoy
it.
your vacation. Bye.
We did
I'll tell
all.
Babe you love him.
You grew up in town, right?
No,
No?
out on Nature Road.
Okay.
Because me and Justin Hagelin used to ride the same bus.
Okay. Nature Road.
Yeah.
Don't go drunk driving on that.
No, no. A lot of people, one time, this is crazy.
A lot do.
Yeah, I did. There's some big curves on that road.
Oh, yeah.
One time.
That's the one that goes to the scout camp, right?
Yep.
The-
Goes out to like the Y camp
Oh,
and
yeah.
everything, like Camp Hanashaw and all sorts of stuff, all the way out to like Pilot Mound, way up there. But
That's gnarly country
yeah,
in all reality. Just as far as like the hills and
Oh, it's
ditches,
crazy.
It's
Yeah.
like
In the middle of nowhere, all of a sudden you're in Hill City and winding around.
goat
and-
country.
yeah. I have one of my friends. His dad had passed away, and they had a bunch of like a huge plot of land that he inherited out there, and that's where everyone, basically from our graduating class, they'll go out there and like 4-wheel and dirt bike, and it's pretty cool. But speaking of those curves, though, crazy story. This was right when my mom and stepdad got together, and we just moved into to his house on Nature Road, and someone got in a real bad accident right out by our house on Nature Road there, and they came like a guy, basically his jaw was like hanging off from a car accident, and came in and was like, you know, help. And my mom,
Good God.
yeah, freaked my mom out.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
You call the cops on him, right?
No, I was like 10 or 11, I feel like, so I can't even remember, but we should have.
Well, for him.
Yeah,
He didn't need help.
Get him
but
out.
for you.
yeah, but yeah, crazy curvy road out there.
I want to go do. They have that. What's those things where you can pedal on the train tracks now?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
I don't know what those are called, but
They got one up there.
They
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
that sounds like something you'd like to do.
I would like to do that as well.
Yeah, my sister and her
Pack a Yeti.
fiance did that.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
There you go.
Let's go paddle. Let's go.
All right, let's go.
Fuck this podcast.
Is that where they got engaged on the pedal things?
That would not surprise me.
Pedaler out to a
Yeah.
riverside
That is
engagement.
Super
Yes.
high bridge.
Yeah. See what happens if you don't say yes.
Do you want to get married or not?
Yeah. Yeah, because it's so funny because once I got to know you and you knew like all the Boone, especially the Boone like country people,
Oh yeah.
like Justin and all those guys, and you knew like the real Boone cowboys.
Yeah.
Why?
From drinking and
okay.
fucking and partying.
Gotcha,
stuff.
Gotcha.
Because where do you
Like
where do
Are you a
hail
Western?
from?
I'm from Western Iowa.
Right.
But I went to school in Iowa Falls, and then I had a buddy from Dayton that I went to college with. So I started hanging around there. And then for some reason, everybody like Dayton, Ames, Boone, Fort Dodge, like a lot of us from there all would pop. You know, it was normal to drive an hour to get messed up
Oh.
Yeah,
and then drive home messed up.
Yeah.
of course. Yeah.
I should not say this, but I'm gonna. One thing I realized the other day is, because I've been, various substances for a lot of years, off and on. I haven't driven with my brights in like 12 years, like at night, like because I always get stoned.
Yeah.
And my biggest fear is brighting a cop.
Oh, okay.
So instead, I just choose not to see when I drive.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good plan too.
And then,
Especially when you're stoned.
So the other day,
Yeah, when I'm drunk, I don't even turn the lights on. Like
stealth mode, engage.
you got your phone out the window, like, trying to see
It's
the
up against
line.
the road.
yeah.
Yep.
Sarah has a question for Tyler.
Oh.
Oh, what's the question?
Sarah wants to know Tyler's wildest Fort Dodge tale.
Oh.
Wildest Fort Dodge tale.
Did you like her ASMR voice, by the way? We pay her extra to do that.
Yeah, I love the way you said Fort Dodge.
Makes it sound like a nice place. It's not a nice place.
Oh, I gotta think off that. Give me a conversation starter. What's it?
Ford Dodge closed down Hormel factory. Tom
Okay, now we're cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah, county fair.
What else do I know about Fort Taco Tico? Is that in Fort Dodge? I think
Oh
so.
yeah.
What about gas stations?
Oh, I do have a bad taco tip.
Hey.
It makes me look real bad.
Oh,
No.
Oh, okay.
I should have loved one.
Did you take all 12 donkeys into the Taco Tico?
No.
Oh, okay.
Only came back with
I
8.
whispered that, and I'm not going to whisper it again. I'm sure the mic picked it up very clearly, but I can't hear it.
We'll enhance that in post. Make it super loud.
There was this might not be what you're looking for, Sarah, but I was fishing at the end of Lizard Creek in Fort Dodge, and it's right across from Amigos. And this guy rides up with a Bluetooth, like big speaker on his bike. He's got a fishing pole, and he pulls up over the deal and he goes, "Having any luck?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm a good time. I've caught some bass, and I've caught some. You're not going to catch any walleye there." And I said, "Yeah, that's great. I'm not trying to. I caught some bass." And he goes, "Cool. You want to go back to my place?" And then he said, "We can get a drink. I'll take you where the walleye are." And I go, "I don't want to catch walleye." And then this guy just rides away. I didn't even think about it. But then now I hear somebody yell from across the river, and he's at Amigos. And he's like, "Hey, any luck?" Same dude. He's like, "Are they biting?" I'm like, "No." Like, we ended up talking a few different times.
Yeah.
The story wasn't as good as I thought, but I just was like, "What the?"
I think the guy wanted to have sex with you.
Yeah.
I think so. I don't know what a walleye is to you, but I think to him it means something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's something else.
That takes inviting fishing strangers to come drink just without even introducing yourself is ballsy.
Oh, it happens.
All right.
Yeah. I've gotten in some vans with complete strangers across the state to go fishing. I'm okay. I'm going to tell this story. I'm positive this guy will never see this. Because because it's pretty specific. But I go fishing with a stranger I met for the first time from a fishing group on Facebook.
Yeah.
And
Perfect.
Not catfishing, fishing.
Yeah.
but for some reason, I find out he's a metalhead.
Okay.
And he also, his family used to own a famous carp restaurant in Omaha.
Sure.
This comes into play.
This comes.
We get in the car. This dude's ripping dabs and has like the most death metalist music going. And like, I call me a pussy, but metal makes my soul hurt. Like I get like real volatile feeling. I'm just like, like it just triggers I hate screaming. I'm a sensitive soul. I'm just like, and this guy's just, and we get there and he thinks he caught a smallmouth bass, but he catches a carp instead. And there's like a whole family watching us sitting there, and he catches this carp and he goes, "Oh, God damn it. It's a carp." And then he goes on a run and goes, "Go back to your country, carp," and spikes this fish off a boat in front of this family. And I was like, I got to ride back with this dude.
Yeah.
It was completely insane. Yeah. And then I don't condone smashing fish.
No.
Stuff. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? And then he's just, bopping out.
Yeah.
And that didn't happen in Fort Dodge, but that's happened in Fort Dodge. So there's a good Fort Dodge story.
That happened today in Fort Dodge somewhere.
Ooh, can I tell one more?
Oh,
Yeah.
please.
Have at it.
I guess so.
Fort Dodge Walmart.
There we go.
Fort Dodge Walmart. I'm hammered in the back of my buddy's Buick. Him and his wife go inside to go grocery shopping. They're not hammered. I'm just drunk on a weekday, and I rode to Walmart with them.
Sounds good.
I hear this tap on the window in the dark, and there's this old woman pokes her head in and asks if I want to buy any hot pot holders. And she literally had like one of those kits, where you weave the where you make the oven mitts.
Yeah.
She had a whole sack of them, like kids crafts, and she was selling them, and I was so smoked. And I'm like, yeah, give me 3. And I bought them, and when I got them in, they were the worst smelling. Like it sat in like a cat and Marlboro piss smoke. So I'm just in the back with my pot holders, and I go, and then this couple gets back, and they open the door, and they're like, "What the fuck stinks in here?" And I'm like,
I think it's my pot holders.
So then like a month later on a Fort Dodge Facebook page, people are freaking out about this woman that's been creeping people out selling pot holders. So like, do not talk to her. She's not a safe lady. I was like, I bought 3 of them. They're fine. She was nice.
Oh,
$5 a piece.
I wonder what you have to do to a
Smelled a
pot
little
holder
funny.
to make it smell that bad.
Yeah. Marlboros and cat piss. Sounds like your old place.
Yeah, I can't really argue with that.
Checkmates.
yeah.
I miss it so.
Yeah. Oh, I miss this. I miss its scent.
I do.
Musk.
Yes.
It never really smelled like cat piss.
Not too bad. I did. I moved to Urbandale.
Do you have
with the fam.
Do you have white pillows now?
No. There's striped but there are pillowcases. There's 4 pillowcases on 4 pillows.
You brought me
All
out
cleaned.
You brought me out a pillow one night. And
Yeah.
I was like,
This is worse than the pot holders.
I had to get a winter jacket to put over it so I could lay my head on it.
I lived with a dozen donkeys, but I will not do this.
That pillow was probably 60 years old. That's not a joke. Yeah.
The same color as the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Yeah.
The Magna Carta.
Yeah. Those the geese it was filled with were I bet 70.
Yeah.
The geese.
Yeah. Is it? I wonder if that was the same. Is that your sit-up pillow he probably got a hold of there?
That one, that was a sit-up pillow. It always had the Andre the Giant T-shirt over it.
That's right. That's right.
That's how you know it's
But
good.
people did sleep with that one
Oh,
sometimes.
I wound up with Andre a couple times.
yeah.
I'm like, oh, good. Toll's lower back sweat. I'm too drunk to care.
Yeah. It'll happen at the old abode.
Yes.
But there was always pillows. You see?
Yeah, why am I complaining?
Exactly.
Yeah, jeez, Tyler,
Yeah.
give me a break.
Yeah.
Mr. Four Seasons over here.
I'm complaining, and Donnie Townsend's probably pissed you don't still have that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He got in touch with me shortly after I moved, and I was like, sorry, man, it's not. Got an infant in a new house.
No room for rascals.
There's no
right
room
now.
at the inn. Yeah. I felt kind of bad.
What do you mean?
He'd toss a sleeping bag in a dumpster if you told him this. If you guys were going to be shooting whiskey and bullshit.
Yes.
We gonna hang
Do
out?
that many times. Yeah.
Get in here, close the lid.
Yeah.
Letting the stink out.
Shit.
Downtown Donnie Town.
Yes, sir.
I love an insular podcast, boys.
Yes.
That's what we do.
I got to tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the greatest moments ever with Donnie was Sam Talent came and did the Teehees, the comedy club, right? And Donnie was opening for him. And so we were like recording this podcast with Sam in the club after the show, and Donnie just lampoons the entire podcast. He was
Hammered.
And you come and be like, "You guys podcasting?" Too funny.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, can't take him anywhere, this guy.
Oh, I take him anywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you and Donnie
can take him everywhere.
fathers.
What's that?
You and Donnie fathers.
Yeah, it's true. Who would have guessed it? Not a lot of people.
To be honest, I don't like the world we're living in.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. Shocking, honestly. Yeah,
It looks like you both are doing pretty well at it too.
sure. Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, at Sarah's birthday party, you were doing
Buddy,
dad stuff.
yeah, I made a cake. You wouldn't believe it. Made a
Cake was pretty good.
Bought gifts. Bought pizzas for the fam. Woo.
What kind?
Domino's, because it was $6.99 for a large 2-topping pizza.
Unbeatable.
That's right, dude. I was like, wow. This is...
We're going all out.
Here we are. Yeah. 5 pizzas. Still got 2 at home. 1.5-ish. Yeah, it was nice. AJ stopped by.
Yeah,
Couldn't believe it.
I got to watch Toll have a crash out about his milkweed.
Oh, let's not talk about it.
Okay.
It was
The transplanted milkweed.
the transplanted milkweed. It was finally going. Like this milkweed, I was obsessed. It's from my old house, and I was going out to look at it like every 15 minutes because I have mental problems. And I was like, "Oh, looking at my milkweed, it's finally growing." And my buddy came over, and it was very nice of him to come over with his kids for Sarah's birthday, and they were over there and broke the milkweed in half. And I had to stand, and I was standing there. And no offense, Nate, I love you, no big deal. But I was like, and I went back to look. I was like, please don't let him have. I just let the milkweed be okay, please, please, please. And I looked, and it was broken in half, and I was like. And I was like, just be cool, man. No, it doesn't even make sense.
Right, it's a
It
birthday.
doesn't even make sense.
Yes, like don't. Yeah, but I think it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
so. It's because it was actually,
Toughen it up a little bit.
It was rooted. It was actually growing.
Does
so.
milkweed have like some healing?
It is it's the plant that monarch caterpillars eat. It's the only plant they eat. So if you have some milkweed, you might get some monarch caterpillars.
okay.
And we have lots of flowers and stuff. And it was from a plant that I took from Ames just because I didn't know what milkweed looked like at one point, and I got learned, and I was like, oh, milkweed. I'm gonna grab some of this when I see some, keep it in my truck all day, and plant it when I get home. And I did do that, and it grew at the old house, and then I transplanted it to the new house, and it was growing. Then it got stepped on, but it's gonna be okay, I think. So it's
all gonna be okay.
It is. But my
I just
degree.
remember looking over at one point And I was like, where's Toll? And then he was in front of the milk. Like I can only see him from the back, but his pose was, which is like the universal dad is disappointed at something.
Yeah.
You know, hands on the hips.
Yeah.
Like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
The degree, like I realize some of the things I concern myself with are don't make any sense. And me being like, man, I am upset about this milkweed at this birthday party. I was like, just keep it to yourself. Don't even mention it and act normal, you weirdo.
Should have picked it up and picked up the milkweed and went storming in. Who did this? Who did this?
Show yourself.
Yeah. But today it looked good still, and it's going to be fine. And if it's not, it will be fine anyway. I can get more milkweed.
Yeah, but it won't be the OG.
Oh, Tyler, don't.
Stoking the flames.
And I planted the top part that broke off too, so that could possibly turn into another milkweed. So maybe it'll double my milkweed fun. So
Double capacity.
there you go.
Like you could do that with plants that you could eat.
I could. I have no. We realized. Yes, I knew that some of the plants in our backyard were like something. I was like, I think this is kale, whatever. And AJ took his app. He's got a plant app on his phone. Turns out we have romaine lettuce.
Free lettuce.
Yeah, romaine lettuce. We have rapeseed, tons of rapeseed, which is not. Luckily, wasn't what we named our firstborn. I'm sorry that I even said that. Why do I do that? God damn it.
You got any
What
rhubarb
else?
back there?
There was not any rhubarb, but there was like rapeseed. There was some fennel. There was some other cilantro was growing back there. I don't know. Just kind of cool to figure out what they were.
Some nice herbs.
Yeah.
Herbs and lettuce.
Pre-built into the place.
Yep.
That's cool.
There's all it looks fucking awesome. There's roses back there, daisies.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm sure it'll last. But yeah, it looks great now.
Hey.
And the milkweed will be fine, and I'm not worried about it.
Move along.
I wasn't going to bring it up.
I wrote a note to bring it up as a matter of fact.
Our last episode was named milkweed.
I love how passionate you are about yeah.
I let little things dig in my brain sometimes, and then I obsess over them.
Sometimes.
So,
Yeah, I'm gonna guess this group collectively
Yeah.
has some things that.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I've bought my fourth hacky sack.
Yeah, but I have yet to do one that has profited me. Like Alex started making ice cream out of obsession, and now he's a fucking businessman.
He's a mogul.
That's right. AJ's running this podcast. We're running a comedy club.
A bit of a mogul myself.
Yeah. Today I yelled at a lady at work. Things are going great.
It does suck when you get real deep into something like hobby. You're like, this has no end game.
Yes.
Like, what? I don't do stuff for fun. You're like, how do I make?
Yeah, you're big into metal collecting for the metal detector.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
I was very jealous of that.
I
whole
was
phase.
carrying around buckets of just scrap metal in my Toyota Yaris. Like I was saving it. My plan was to go cash it in, so the hobby paid for itself.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, I'm getting my little metal.
A little money on the backside.
Yeah, there are still just like Modelo bottle caps and like rusted shit in the bottom of my Yaris that rolled out of the bucket.
Did you ever find like a bayonet or anything like that?
No, nothing.
What's the best thing you found?
Money, like old, like silver coins.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, though.
Cool.
My grandpa's found like some real old silver coins.
You know what I saw that I was like, ooh, I could find this interesting. Dudes magnet fishing, where they take like a super powerful magnet and throw it in a river. They're like, and then they toss it in. They're like, huh, huh. They're like, oh, I got something big this time. And they'll pull it out. And it'll be like a fucking car door.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, yeah. You're like, yeah. So, I don't know. Seems fun.
Yeah.
Does Amazon have a giant magnet?
Yes, I'm sure they do.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, what if it gets like stuck to the dock? You know what I mean?
You're right. Yeah. You'd have
There's
to
some metal
kind of.
yeah. How do you get it off?
Right. I do wonder with the magnet
can't wait to
that
find out.
powerful. yeah.
The magnet just stays. You're like, well.
I watched some dudes in Europe doing it, and they were pulling out crazy shit because those,
sure.
civilization is so old there that I was
Right.
kind of neat.
Oh, that'd be super cool.
That's what's like. We're not as cool to metal detect here as like the East Coast.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
Our-
yeah.
Like
Find
and
like
if you-
old fucking bullets and shells and
Like, and I would metal detect in like some South Dakota towns.
right.
And then I'd be like, oh, this town's like 75 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It just popped up.
Found an old can of Pepsi.
yeah. Found an iPod Nano.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's gotta be like 12 years old.
Yeah. A Zune.
All
Ooh,
these
this is worth
damn
money.
tunes. Yeah.
Forgot about the Zune. No, that must be a rush though when it goes.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Doesn't it kind of give you a little tone? Or
Yeah, there's good tone. When you get that, you're like, oh, yeah.
Target
It's gonna be
acquired.
solid.
Yeah.
Did you ever run into other metal detectors? Was there any run-ins like there was with fishing where people were like, hey, or like
What's your rig?
When it
someone
Yeah.
harassing you while you're metal detecting?
One woman pulled up to me once and yelled out her window, "You looking for treasure?"
Oh boy.
And I just started stammering around. I was like, "No, wheat pennies." And then she goes, "Because if you're looking for treasure, I'm right here."
Oh shit!
And I was like, "Ah." She drove off.
Yeah.
Oh man,
We both laughed. It was
That's
fun.
good.
It was a heartwarming
that
moment.
is great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyler starts putting the thing up to her. Beep, 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 beep. Ooh.
My mom's family my mom's originally from Omaha or was born there for a very short time. All her extended family is there. I run into her cousin all the time metal detecting at the park. Where like I mow at a little golf course in the summer. And they're like, the guys on the golf course are like, there's some asshole out there metal detecting, and they don't know that I'm even from around. And I look out and I was like, that's my cousin. I went out and talked to him. He's like, yeah, F him. I'll go where I want. Yeah, I'll just pull by and wave. And I hadn't known him until I was in Omaha, and now we're just buddies.
That's awesome.
And I stop and talk to him and see what he's finding because
Yeah.
he goes to the
Yeah.
same parks I fish.
Yeah. There's definitely probably some Facebook groups for metal detecting, I'm sure. Are you in those?
I'm a member of the Omaha Historical Diggers Society. They meet at the Millard Library. I've let my pass expire in
Oh,
my
no.
club.
You're not
Yeah.
in good standing right now.
Yeah.
No, but they would literally have full, like, huge meetings. And
Of
people
metal
just
detectors?
come in. Yeah, they set up and show what they found that month.
Damn.
A speaker comes in. Yeah, there's
Wow.
a whole deal.
Yeah, because there's probably like technique and shit too. It's
Yeah.
not just the equipment.
I was
Gotta know
for
where to go.
sure the only 30-year-old in there.
Oh
No,
yeah, I
it
believe
It was
that.
the mean age. Yeah.
Who let the baby in here?
Yeah.
In
Young buck.
There was a couple other people my age. They were not very cool.
No.
And they probably said the same thing about me. We're like, are you weirdo? Why are you here?
Yeah, some donkey basketball
Yeah.
asshole. No, I think the hobbies that you get into are sick, and it's always every single one that you've done thus far, including rollerblading. I've been like, now I can't do it because Tyler beat me. You know, everybody's gonna think I'm biting Tyler's style, dog.
Oh.
I was thinking about trying to go to the river skate park today, but I'm a little.
It's the big time over there.
Yeah.
You guys want to hear my newest thing I'm staving on?
Yes.
Yes.
I put together birthday paintball this coming weekend. And I'm like, I'm really going back to 2004 hardcore. Like, I want to get another Talon Eagle pump paintball gun. Like,
Oh, you were serious
I
about
went
this
down-
at one point.
I used to do it a little
I
bit.
got
Not
you.
serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Probably
like,
pretty serious.
do you guys
though.
remember when it was when
Oh,
there was
yes.
a boom?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And now you never hear about it. And I'm
No.
like, but it was the most fun.
That was a huge thing.
I remember going to the Tipman website, like Tipman Custom 98, I think was like a really like high-end paintball gun. And I would just look at it on the computer and be like, someday.
I used to go.
Because you could get ones that were like sniper paintball guns, and it was like, this is some cool ass shit.
I used to go to the paintball store to refill my CO2 for my keg fridge.
Oh.
So I did spend some time at the paintball store.
Yeah, it's cool when you crack, get it on and it finally actually cracks through and it goes. It's a lot of fun.
It was always such a hard time finding somebody to refill them. Like well, maybe easier here, but in Mapleton, you had to like wake up the.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Get the hardware store guy. Like, I think I can do it.
Yeah, I got to make a couple keys first.
Yeah.
You know, like, God damn.
My old Jimmy, my old roommate Jimmy, flipped his whatever meniscus doing paintball.
Whoa.
Getting too
Had to have
tactical.
surgery. Yeah, it was for a bachelor party too, which was kind of sucks. He was laid up for a very.
They
long time.
medevac him out.
Brought a chopper in.
Yeah, they did.
Paintball was actually our prize for FFA for selling meat and cheese. If we sold enough, we got to go to Des Moines to go paintball.
Oh, shit.
yeah.
That was
Over
one
at
of the
Seven
prize
Oaks?
ones.
Or not Des Moines. I guess it would be
They had
Sleepy Hollow.
They had an indoor one at the time. It was somewhere.
Yeah, there's a couple of places back in the day here. Because I remember hearing the advertisements all the time.
You have to like muck the paint out of those.
Oh.
The only
I don't
paintball
think
I ever
indoor
did,
works that well.
or like at the Iowa State Fair, it'd be like shoot the giant Saddam Hussein mascot. There'd be like a guy in a costume with a giant Saddam Hussein head, and he'd walk out and be like dirt, the dirt, and he'd be like,
Light him up.
yeah, just shoot him as many times as you could for like $5. Yeah,
Go full apocalypse now.
yeah. I gotta get back to work.
On a
I had to go
50
get
cal?
shots. Yeah.
Better days, man.
Yeah.
Simpler times.
I remember walking through the mall and they'd have like most wanted, and it'd be Osama with like a target on his head.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
in Jordan Creek and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
Yeah, I mean, I think we watched one of the beheadings in school.
Good Lord.
And I was,
Yeah.
which one was the one that got leaked to YouTube? Who was that?
I think Saddam,
Yep,
his
Saddam.
hanging guy.
Yeah, the hanging.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Because they found him in
That
that
shit started
bunker
coming
looking terrible.
Yeah, a little rat hole.
But I don't remember anybody really blinking an eye, though. They were like, we should watch this. Like, we're kind of, yeah.
You kids need to see this. I don't
Yeah.
know if we do.
Kind of wish I
goddamn.
hadn't. Yeah, there was a few videos like that. The guy sitting on the jar, that was one where I was like, I think I would have been better off not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Oh,
talking
the
about?
jar. I do
The guy
know
who like
exactly what you're
squats
talking
onto
about.
a jar and then it, like shatters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, enough internet for today.
Yeah.
Right. He did it voluntarily, though. I don't know.
Yeah, that's-
so you can, if it was.
Well, that
somehow-
makes it better.
Cost of doing business.
I mean, it does. It's better than involuntary.
I guess.
That's very true.
Put some glass shards in your ass. It's the
yeah.
American way.
Yeah.
I used to. Well, I don't even want to. I'm not going to bring it up. I'm cleaning myself up for the podcast.
Yeah.
Is this
Besides the accidental rapeseed joke.
Yeah, goddamn.
do you guys remember like the first internet video that like you're like high school, the classic first where you're like, oh man, videos on the internet. Like your first E-Bombs world that stirred
Yeah.
something inside you.
Oh, this is the one. This is a story I was just going to tell. Now I guess I will tell it.
Brought it out of you.
It was a video. It was
That was real hard.
because I'm older, a little bit older than you. My freshman year of college, we had Ethernet at Iowa State, which was like super fast internet, and it was my first foray into those super dirty. Like there was Rotten.
Yeah.
There was there was another one too, right? We'll just say it was on Rotten, I think.
It probably
And it was a video called Batteries. And the video starts, and you're looking at a dude waist with a flaccid penis. And I was like, what are you showing me right now? What is this?
Yeah.
He's like, keep watching. Keep watching. I was like, all right. And then he shoots 3 AA batteries out of the end of his dick. And I was like, oh my God. Like my brain couldn't take it.
Yeah,
But
your
from
brain
that-
just floats away like, woo,
Yeah.
bye.
But then I showed that video to everyone.
Right.
I would be like, you have to watch this. They'd be like, what am I looking at? And everyone would do the exact same thing I did. And I'd be like, hee hee.
Yeah, it's
Victory.
like an STD or something.
Yeah, yes.
You have to pass it on
Yeah.
to like get
I have to
rid of
email
it.
that to all my friends.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm a little sad that you got cold feet about telling us that.
Well, it's a thing, Tyler. See, the history of this podcast
He's trying to clean up.
is that I say horrible things all the time. And I leave and I go, damn it. Why did I do that again?
I'm a father
Yeah.
now.
Oh, I definitely do
Yeah.
that. I've
Yeah.
already been.
Yeah.
There's a couple of things where I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, you shouldn't have talked about the cart
Yes,
killer.
yes, yeah.
Oh, go back to your home.
Oh.
The first video that really tickled 15, 16-year-old Tyler was E-Bomb's World. The dude in the driveway, they had his legs bare ass, and he was gonna do a bottle rocket out his ass, and it didn't come out. They slow-mo'd it,
Yeah.
had the whoa as he rolled around. I would just hold myself. My dad was a teacher, so I would just watch this kid shoot bottle rockets out his ass on my dad's computer at school.
The good internet there.
Yeah, pop in like, oh man, the good stuff.
That's a good one. Just the sparks showering onto
yeah.
his taint.
Yeah.
He tried to run, and I'm like, it's still in there.
That's the original. Put it in reverse, Terry.
Yeah.
Reverse. I like how that's become like a nationwide tradition to play that video.
Yeah.
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 Coming
4th
up.
of July. I think one of the, I mean, 2 Girls, 1 Cup, that felt like a universal.
Never saw it.
Really? Yeah, my man.
I needed to protect my heart.
It was.
Yeah, my manager at McDonald's showed it to me. I was
Oh,
like,
man.
This kind of stuff doesn't fly over a Golden Corral.
yeah.
Dude, food service managers are the wildest.
Absolutely
They're
100%
Yep.
true. Yes.
Completely insane.
Because, weren't you smoking weed with your manager in the Pizza Hut shed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pizza Hut shed.
Yeah. Yeah. A guy named Mark Dude. That was like his name. Mark Dude, one word. Mark Dude.
Smoking
This
weed at
guy's,
Pizza
this
Hut.
guy's going places.
Yeah.
Mark Dude.
Yeah. He was a funny guy.
Yeah.
I remember one time Afro Man came to, it was a venue that was on Ames on Lincoln Way. It wound up becoming what that like CVS or Walgreens is by
Oh, it
Welsh.
was People's. And
it
when they
People's?
changed, it became
yeah.
several different things. But at one time,
that
it was
little venue
People's.
there,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about? Afro Man came there.
Nice.
I remember he came back and he was really cool to me that whole week because he was so excited that he had got to meet Afro Man.
Yeah.
Just high off Afro
Yeah,
Man.
he was riding the high, being like, "Oh, it was the best, man." Yeah, I wonder what he'd be a good podcast guest.
Mark Dude.
Yeah, Mark.
With a name like that, you could probably find him somewhere.
Yeah, because I was.
He
Was
probably,
Mark
has a,
Dude
he probably has
on-
a huge YouTube channel right now.
Yeah,
This is
he's a big
Mark
TikTok
Dude.
guy. What are you gonna?
Was
say?
that like on his name tag?
I think it very well might have been. Like literally everyone called him that. I mean, it was just that was a non-optional kind of thing.
Nice.
Yeah, he'd give me advice on like how to have sex good.
Oh, I bet he was an
He'd be
expert.
like, you gotta come at it like this, then you gotta hit her with the bowling ball thumb. You just say like the craziest shit.
Dude, my grocery. Nah.
Yeah, let's do it.
He would tell me about. He was like 40, but he would tell me about cheating on his wife,
Oh, Jesus.
like intimately. Like I'm like, what are you?
What am I supposed to do with
man.
this?
Yeah, like I don't believe in adultery yet, man.
Oh,
Yeah, they like confide in you
Yeah,
as a young person. I think.
Yeah, some boundary issues there with the old fast food managers.
Yeah, I worked at a bar in Boone making pizzas like for 6 months, like leading into graduation. I was just trying to, stack some cash real
you really
quick.
popped around in those 4
Oh
years.
yeah, I really did. Yeah, I had a couple gigs.
Nothing really stuck.
Yeah, yeah. but the guy that ran that place was like an amateur magician,
Oh, hell yeah.
and he'd get real drunk, kind of like pilled up, and he'd be like, I can levitate, and then he would stand there. and he'd be like, am I levitating? Like, no.
Are you sure? Yeah. Hold on.
He could actually do some cool like card trick type stuff, but yeah.
Boone is the greatest place on earth.
Yes.
Do you remember that? I had a manager. It was a manager that first taught me that. You remember when you do this and spit? That. You guys remember that? No, where it's like you're jerking off.
Oh, yeah.
And start spitting.
Yeah.
This is an adult.
A grown person.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah, I've actually kind of turned on Boone where, like, when I first leaving high school, I think it's like your hometown, so you're like, I'm getting out of here.
Yeah. Fuck this place.
Fuck this place. But in terms of size and some of the offerings it had, I was like, it definitely could have been a lot worse.
You guys make it sound kind of fun.
Yeah, I mean,
I wouldn't want to live there, but
lots of characters for sure.
I had a manager at the S&K Menswear. We went through them there. This one dude, he had a porn site with the strippers from like the lumber yard. And it was called cornporn.com.
Right.
And then he came in with his invention one time that was he made a plastic ring and he put a toothbrush, he like melted a toothbrush to the ring so you could put it on the end of your finger. And then the brush itself was filled with like a little dollop of toothpaste. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. And basically explained, I was like, but those already, like, you can buy those at gas stations.
Little travel.
Yeah, where you can like do the finger brush.
Yeah.
Right.
I was like, those already exist. And he was like, no, they don't. I was like, there's like commercials for these things. And I had like ripped his soul out by telling him that. And he was ruined. And one time my sister came in and she was talking to me and joking around. And then she left. He's like, about time that fucking bitch got out of here. And I go, that was my sister. And he was like, oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah.
She's cool.
yeah.
She seemed all right.
Fucking bitch in.
You need to let me finish.
Yeah. I'm a bitch in the cool way.
I had a cokehead manager at one point. That was fun.
Yeah. That's always good.
Spent like every 10 minutes. He'd be like, oh, he's in the bathroom again. Unusual.
He has the
It's
sniffles.
high stress here at Earl May.
Yeah. Being coked up at Earl May would be crazy.
It was
Just like looking at all like the little gerbils.
Guys carrying pallets of sod all over the place.
It's the same. I think I told you guys this, but like one time he did it twice. And one time we went back, there was like a sick bunny because we sold bunnies at Earl May for pets. And he took it back in the back room. And he's like, yeah. And it bit him. And he went, motherfucker! And smashed its fucking neck on the garbage can. And I was like, oh my God. Like I was like, oh, I don't. Call this fucking insane.
Yeah, put that in the
we did that
sale pile.
Did that to a parakeet once also.
Damn.
I witnessed it twice.
Did you ever call the Humane Society?
I did not. I was like, when I witnessed that, I was like 15 probably.
Right.
16.
You're like, I might be next.
Let me get one in there.
Yeah.
Hey, hold him down.
I don't know if Earl May even still sells pets. I don't think they do.
Seems like does Walmart still sell fish? I feel like they got out of that game too.
Yeah, I don't think they have the
don't
live
think
fish
so.
anymore. At least the one that in West Des Moines doesn't. They might in the nicer one.
I think a lot of people got out of the pet game.
Yeah. It's very, I mean, if you don't have people that are dedicated to pets, I mean, do you think the 15 and 16-year-olds working at Earl May were like, we're going to do a great job with this? No, we were giving the fucking parrot Surge and making him fly around the store.
Gave a parrot type 2 diabetes.
Yeah.
Like, I just imagine the shitty homes that rabbits at carnivals and goldfish have gone to.
Oh,
terrible.
Get cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Some didn't make it out of the parking lot.
No.
No, huh?
For sure.
Gosh.
Yeah, that was a games 15 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Incorporated animals way more than they do.
Oh
now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You can take all
Movies.
sorts of shit home.
Everything. Yeah, now it's pretty rare that you see a real life animal in a movie. Maybe a dog every once in a while.
Yeah.
But Dunstan checks in. That was a real ass chimpanzee.
Sure was. Yeah. Yes, it was.
What about the country bears?
Oh, what a nightmare of a movie that is.
I genuinely really like that one.
I didn't watch it until I was in my 30s, and yes, it was one of those where I was like, well, I started it. I'm gonna watch this whole movie, and it is insane.
Yeah, I went to my first bluegrass jam after watching that movie.
You're like, I'm in. It's my new personality. Where's the next jamboree?
Like, how do I get on the road with those bears?
Gotta teach a donkey how to play in a band.
Remember Bobo the clown at the Iowa State Fair?
Oh yeah.
He's gone. He would like insult the shit out of people from his dunk tank. Like water high and dry.
You get canceled pretty quick these days.
Yeah. Like, come on, fatty. And we're like, damn, can't do that now.
Were Mean Bobos like a franchise? Like
I think they were, yeah.
Because they're kind of everywhere.
Yeah.
Aren't they?
Yeah.
There's
The
no-
cantankerous.
I'm sure they were.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dunk tank clown.
All the way in the back of the midway, but at like once there was a bunch of drunk adults at like 11,
Yeah.
there was like
Antagonizing
a
'em.
massive crowd of people watching
Yeah.
this.
This guy just go to town on everyone.
Yeah.
How did that clown make it through East Side Night?
Dude, I wondered
man.
that all the
I
time.
know.
I mean, even as a kid, I was like, I'm surprised these people aren't killing this.
He probably had to get a police escort off
Yeah.
the fairgrounds every night.
Yeah.
Couple dudes with chain wallets just going.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Bobo.
Yeah.
All right.
We already called our friends, Bobo. You're not getting out of here.
Yeah.
Got a close eye on you.
Yeah.
I've never actually been down for East Side Night. Have either of you braved it?
Oh,
Of
yeah.
course, yeah.
I have been.
First Friday, buddy.
It's a little buck wild, I hear.
It is. It's worth it. It's as advertised.
Yeah. Seems like a good place to get in a fight with a guy with a Monster Energy drink tattoo, you know?
Absolutely.
That's too wordy.
The best place. Yeah. Not just a good place.
Did you... So, with all the donkey basketball stuff going on, like, did you ever own your own horse or anything like that? Did you ever get into, like, showing animals?
I bought a donkey after the tour.
Was it Seamus?
No, I wasn't.
You wish. You're going to live with me now. Oh?
Nah, I bought it from a guy, and I met him from buying donkeys for our company. We have a dude in Minnesota. He's a trader. Go buy stuff, and then I found my donkey and bought him later when I quit. And then I rode him
with?
I rode him at rodeos.
Oh, okay.
His
Yeah,
name
did you-
was, his name
Oh,
was
this was in your
Brutus,
rodeo
and
clowning days.
Yeah.
Okay, there we
They
go.
went together. So
Yeah.
Then I used Brutus as a rodeo clown act, and I would ride him, and people.
Nice.
He was pretty cool.
Nice.
So you were an
He was a
actual
big
rodeo clown.
donkey.
Yeah.
You would jump in front of.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, what's the job application kind of process on
What's
that?
the waiver look like for that?
None.
Get in there.
How many Keystone Lights did you drink with Grandpa before? Get in there.
God.
Man.
I know with like regular clowns, they sort of choose their own makeup. Did you kind of go through a process like that with your makeup?
No, yeah, sort of, but the makeup was real bad. It was like by the end I kind of had down a little bit, but yeah,
A
I would
nice
change
smoky
it
eye
all the
going.
time. It's not cool for client. You don't want to change it. You got to pick one, stick to it. That's
Right.
it, it's that whole thing.
Yeah.
But I had a clown. I cherish this story. You guys might. I really loved this guy. Like I thought he was a rodeo clown years before me. I'd always heard about him.
A
Well,
legend in the industry.
I worked at this hog barn, and it turns out it's with his ex-wife. She's the office lady there.
Yeah.
This is real specific. Jewel, Iowa. And anyways, she gets a new man and gets remarried. And they start coming to the same rodeos that I start clowning.
Okay.
And I bought her ex-husband's full clown suitcase, everything.
Okay.
I bought his outfits, his clothes, his axe. So now I start showing up at their home rodeo where they're taking their kids. And then I'm dressed just like just like your ex-husband. And he still worked for the company. The other guy, we got in a fight in Rolfe, Iowa after the show.
You and the
This guy's gonna
ex-husband?
text me after this.
Oh.
No, the ex-husband and me get along.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We're buddies. I was wearing his clothes.
Right.
I got in a fight with the new man.
I see.
My buddy comes up to me just after I got tossed on my head by a bull, and he goes, "Hey, man, dumbass has been talking shit about you the whole time in the back pen." And I was all concussed. And I'm like, "Are we doing this?" He's like, "Let's go get him." So I just go running back, and I get in this guy's face, and I'm freaking out. I'm like, "You've been pissed ever since I showed up in your wife's ex's clown outfit." And he's
Tale as old as time.
but I whispered to my buddy before he got up there, and I heard when I hit the ground before that, wow, 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 in my ears.
Yeah.
So like I go, "Don't let him hit me," and then
I might die.
he tries. But my buddy was just looking for. So we're just literally all back there yelling about this guy's fringy shirt.
Oh man.
The whole time dressed as a rodeo clown. So great, too. Did you squirt him with like a little flour with water?
I was like, "I'm going to juggle all around your ass here in a second. Better step back."
Yeah. You're walking up, it's like, weak, 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 weak.
Pants are falling down.
Yeah. You have like the giant waist thing.
Spinning a plate.
Yeah.
Like, about to fuck. Don't make me drop this.
You're not gonna like it.
I've been balancing this for 8 hours, but I'm about to ruin that record for you.
Is there a goal for rodeo clowning? Like, do you want to move up to bigger rodeos?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, there's an NBA or a NFL of rodeo.
yeah.
Wow.
Damn.
Is there like a Michael Jordan of rodeo clowns at this point?
Yeah, there are some.
Weird.
There are. Oh,
The PBR clowns.
yeah. Flint Rasmussen.
Oh, of course.
That was like I would say that was the MJ of
Flint Rasmussen.
rodeo clowns.
Yeah, I've never heard this name. Was he just kind of the first or just the best to ever do it?
No, he was just the one that got on the PBR. He was the PBR's. So he was the only televised one you saw a lot.
Okay.
Even at the NFR is the biggest rodeo every year. It's like the Super Bowl in Vegas. Huge event. Their clown you don't make the TV as the clown. Like the clown doesn't. You get the position, but you're not really. You're just kind of there. You're not as important.
Yeah,
But
they're
in
not
the
cutting to a
PBR
tight shot of the clown while the fucking guy's getting bucked off a giant steer.
What kind of training did you have to do? Don't get killed. Get out there.
Yeah, I was.
I think it's the Keystones once again.
I was 100 pounds bigger than this when I did that. And they told me not to do it. The people that liked me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Hey, we like you, so we're gonna advise against
when I
this.
first started losing weight, I was like 340 trying to fight bulls. And because before you clown used to be everything. But now there's the bullfighter, the guy that keeps the guy from getting run over.
Right.
You distract the bull. And then there's just a clown. And he's in the barrel and he does funny stuff.
Oh, okay.
But he's not so much.
There for actual entertainment
Yeah.
rather than distracting the bull.
But I moved positions. So
Okay.
I started but people started telling me like, "Hey, unless you start taking care of yourself, you should not be out here."
You're gonna get blown up.
Because I just wasn't afraid and I would get run over all the time. And people would tell me how awesome it was. So I was like, "Ugh," but they just didn't care if I died.
Right. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I had a guy tell me that. He's like, "Anybody that told you that you should be out there, Did not care about you.
Did anybody tell you that you should be out
Oh
there?
yeah, they're like, oh, it's fine that you're fat. Like no problem.
Yeah.
The crowd loves you.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
You figured like the being fatter would kind of help you, almost like protect you a little, right? From
But you
taking
got to
the-
have
taking the
stamina
bumps.
and probably want to be able to run as quickly as
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
well.
gonna be able to do a little
Yeah.
cutting, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the little guys can keep moving.
Yeah.
So you take the impact. Like they're running and they
Yeah.
kind of like,
Yeah,
they almost like
they get
out-
pushed.
Yeah, when they, yes.
Yeah.
You took more of a Rocky approach.
Yeah, like
You get hit by the bull till he's worn out.
they're going
Yeah.
30.
Did you ever do the seesaw thing in the middle?
No.
That's always seemed like
Dude,
a death
that-
wish to me.
I've been present for it. I mean, I've loaded the
It makes
bull
me
for it,
nervous
so
whenever I
I've
see a
not.
video of that.
They did it in Dayton for a few years, and yeah, some guys got tore up.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah. Because it almost seems like a shark or something when you see people
Oh,
swimming
yeah.
with them, where there's like there's a certain way to roll with them. Where I'm sure like some of these bulls and stuff, you'd learn how to like roll with it a little if you're getting hit, right?
Yeah, there's tricks.
Yeah.
Like, well, you always, especially if you want to get around one, you never go straight. But you always go to their shoulder. Like, so if you get one, almost like it's just chasing its ass. Like you can
Yeah.
kind of get in a pocket where you're safe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, because they can't do like a
Yeah.
tight turn.
Yeah.
They needed some radius.
Right.
Yeah, right.
So you
right,
can
right.
kind of like sink into a spot where you
math
can just
talk.
spin with it.
Yeah.
But I would do it
Right.
like there was one time where I got to do an event where people were actually upset that I was there. Because it was like these guys, it was a bull competition. So they were worried. They don't want dipshits. They didn't want open micers. And they saw me show up at 340 or whatever
Yeah.
I was. And they're like, no, this guy can't. I fought my ass off. It was the best rodeo I ever had. It was great. But I got into a spot like the spinning thing, like I said.
Yeah.
I got one. They love me because I got killed. But I would get like one spin, two spin, three spins. And they're like, all right, time to get, he don't have much more. And then the next one, wham, up against the fence, hit me in the stomach.
Oh,
They're
man,
like,
dude.
it would all go to hell. I'd have a good moment. And they're like, wow, he's got him. Oh, God. Whoa, his mom.
Do you think there's something like, because you have to have a real lack of fear and also like, I don't know. Did you have
Self-preservation.
Yeah, there seems like a lack of self-preservation there.
Back
where
in
you're like,
those days, I didn't have a lot of.
Yeah.
I didn't picture being old.
Okay. Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
I kind of was a little bit like, I didn't want to, but I was like, yeah,
We'll see.
yeah,
Yeah.
let's do. I would
least it'll
always
be
say
kind of a
I
cool
want to do it
story.
in a bad accident.
Right.
Like I wanted
Right.
to get. Never mind. We're
Yeah.
gonna go.
No, I got
we're
it.
gonna go to a place.
A little Rocky Four, yeah. If he dies, he dies. Yeah,
You want to go to Valhalla.
So I just was very reckless for a long time, where it was just like shit show after shit show.
Right. Damn.
But like you said, they loved you for it, almost like a gladiator.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but not in the. I mean,
almost like a terrible gladiator.
Yeah.
yeah.
The gladiator that loses.
But like they loved it because they didn't like me, or they did like me. But
It was
not-
fun to watch.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
a big guy. That would be very entertaining.
But I found out the people encouraging me weren't like didn't
On
have
your
my best
side. Yeah,
interest.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not good.
Yeah.
Right.
They wanted to see some blood.
But yeah, that was how I first got attention. I was like, if I get run over,
They love
everybody hugs me.
Yeah.
Afterwards, they go,
Yeah,
nuts.
yeah.
That's awesome.
You're crazy, man.
And then later, I was like, you could tell a joke. Just that?
it. Yeah.
People like you sometimes afterwards.
Yeah.
And there's no livestock involved.
Get me in.
Amazing.
Huh. So what year was that then that you got into the comedy? Like full blown.
I don't know, 2017 probably. It was in the first couple of years of the Last Laugh.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
where I started.
I thought it was earlier than that even, but
Maybe I'm it was 10 years in March. I've been since my first mic, I think.
Okay.
But my second time on stage was the contest at Lefties, the first time ever for Lefties. Like they're open, they had a big, huge contest. It was like the it was the kickoff to Lefties becoming a venue.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Bulver won it. I remember that.
Nice.
It was, to me, it was a big, there was a lot of, it was the first thing I did. It was cool.
Yeah. So you learned that people would laugh via the mic for rodeo clowning, you said, right? So did you at some point run into a stand-up comedian or something, or?
No, a couple times one time I had Googled stand-up or something, and I had seen, what was the old name of the
Billy Joe's
stuff you guys did, one of your shows or something.
Comedy?
One of those. Like I'd seen things on Google of like, so I knew it kind of existed, but then I wanted to be a better clown. I was bad at it. I wanted to take a comedy class, and then so I found improv, and then Cliff Anton told me about the open mic. I went, never did improv again.
Hell yeah.
As it should.
Yeah. Do you think this guy can be anybody else?
I'm a dinosaur.
shit.
Yeah.
And I didn't watch TV, so if they did any reference within the past 10 years, I was like, I don't have no clue what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Didn't watch TV.
My parents don't. I mean, I've never read Harry Potter. Harry Potter at that time was a very hot topic in the last laugh improv class.
That makes sense. That's crazy.
So I'm Bulldor and I'm dumb.
I
That
was
was
like,
so stupid. I'm sorry.
I was like, my mom says I can't do improv anymore because Harry Potter, witches and shit.
It's evil.
I never celebrated a Halloween either. That's kind of how
Serious
you end
biz.
up like this.
Do you watch TV now?
Yeah. And I didn't watch it at the time just because I was drunk and getting run over somewhere.
Yeah.
We didn't spend much time inside.
You were pretty busy at the time.
It wasn't like a choice. I was just blacked out in a Buick, man.
How often are you hanging out drunk
That's
and
an
alone with the
autobiography.
donkeys?
Never.
Oh, that's disappointing.
I mean, I
He's
got
a professional, Toll. Come on.
I got drunk once with the donkeys.
Okay. I just think it'd
Went
be
to a
fun
fish
to
fry.
Be in the back
Went
of the
to a
trailer.
fish fry.
Sounds like the right place for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to treat you guys to fish fry tonight. Come on, let's go.
Yeah. Go.
13, please.
Like you know how like 1,000-person Iowa town is
Yeah.
lucky to have 2 bars?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Lucky to have 1 bar.
Yeah.
Like 1,000-person Wisconsin town has 11.
Like, yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Wow.
You can fish fry hop on a Friday.
Sure.
Oh, yeah. Hit the supper club later, maybe.
Yeah.
Tie on a real buzz.
It is insane the per capita amount of bars in Wisconsin.
It is.
It's a fun atmosphere, though.
I love
'cause,
it.
Like they make money year round.
Yeah.
That's the small towns have money because of recreation and stuff
Right.
like that.
That's good.
You know,
That's
they can
nice. Good for them.
I don't know. A lot more to do there.
Yeah, I like the look of Wisconsin a little better too. I drove to Milwaukee to visit a friend who was going to college there one time. In Milwaukee, I liked a lot, and then just the whole drive once you kind of got into Wisconsin was pretty sweet. I liked it.
Heck yeah.
Have you been to
Cheese curds at every exit.
Chippewa Falls for line and Kugels?
I don't think so. I did do the Miller. I have done the Miller tour. I did the Anheuser-Busch tour as a kid.
As a
also.
kid.
Mhm.
That's where it all started.
Yeah, fell into a big vat of beer.
You're like at the Willy Wonka factory. You were
Augustus, no.
Toll, no. He's in a giant pipe of beer.
He drank all of it.
Goddamn. You've had a storied life, Mr. Tyler Walsh. I feel like we
real.
barely even scratched the surface on you.
It's true.
But we have reached our usual time.
Damn.
I know. This thing flew by, man.
Skip the voicemails.
Oh, let's do 'em.
Yes,
I'm
please.
so ready to have a chew. I've been trying to be good. I don't want anybody to see a gumpy lip up here. But I'm getting ready.
Yeah.
This?
Is that just Nick?
Well, it's like strawberry.
Oh, yeah. I'll do a strawberry with
Strawberry, watermelon, coconut.
you. Yeah.
Go fishing for some walleye later.
Oh, Jesus. Takes a little getting used to. I guess.
Yeah, I don't do that very often.
Chunky clouds.
All right. Let's hear that first
Yeah, let's do
voicemail,
it.
Shy. Let's give it a shot.
Oh, this is nice. It seems like it's working. La 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 la.
It was told.
That was a test, yeah. I'm glad we played that one. I didn't know if it was.
All right. I think this next one is.
Hey, Tyler, this is Tim. I'm a big fan of your comedy, your TikToks, and radio appearances. I'm from Solon, Iowa. You should come visit. Lake McBride is the only spot in Iowa with Kentucky spotted bass.
Oh, I
My
know.
question
I
for
did know
you
that.
is, have you ever thought about doing a... Be interested. Be interested. That's enough. Hang on.
This is awesome.
Beatrice, shut up. No, not you too. Sorry, that's my old girl Beatrice barking at a bun in the yard. She's a corgi husky mix, squatty little freak.
This isn't real.
Anyway, you ever thought about doing a barn tour? Just rent a bunch of barns and perform off the bed of a square body Chevy. I'd come out, see your skits. Anyway, you take care now. I gotta go.
All right.
Yeah, all right. Have you ever thought about that?
You ever thought about that time? I've never even heard of Solon.
Solon, Iowa. It's up by Iowa City. Oh. Yeah. It's where Big Grove, the original, or one of those.
I think that's right.
I think it's where Tristan Wirfs was from.
I think that's right too.
Stud football player. He could jump out of a pool. My
Damn.
size, waist deep.
That's insane.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
What did he play? Like what sport?
Football.
Football. Oh,
He's in the NFL.
jumping out of a pool will get you in the NFL. Must
I hope
worked
so.
on that.
Summer goal.
Yeah. Well, that was quite the voicemail, huh?
It was.
I should have known.
I was puzzled by. At first, I thought maybe it was a character, and then by now I want to meet him, but I don't know if it's a character.
Yeah. I guess
It
we'll
is a
have to try to
character.
get to the bottom.
A real character.
We'll put Shiloh on it. A little research, a little CSI.
That's
on that.
I'm a fan of whoever that is.
I mean, they seem to know the cut of your jib. Talking about the only lake with or pond,
Striped bass.
some kind of
Spotted bass.
Spotted bass.
That's kind of cool.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right,
We all learned something.
I think we have one more.
Oopsies. Was it the same one?
No, I think that was.
Hey, Tyler.
Okay, so that was okay. So I think.
Hi. I just wanted to call to say I love your podcast, and I think you're all really hot, and all my friends think you're hot, and I can't wait for the episode. This isn't AJ, by the way.
was me.
I thought my mom called.
That's how you let them know that's not you. That one was a plant. That one was me. Believe it or not, folks. Shit, man. I think that's been a pretty darn good episode.
That was fun.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah,
yes,
man.
I have at Tyler Walsh Comedy on Insta and TikTok. Is that correct?
Yep.
It's a good follow, folks.
Yes.
Any big
very
shows
good follow.
coming up?
I'm going to North Platte on Wednesday,
Oh.
Nebraska. Buffalo Bill Cody is from there.
Nice.
I don't know that he's from there. I think they have a museum though.
Yeah.
That's still pretty cool. Huh?
Sounds right.
Been in North Platte. They got the cranes, right? All the cranes in Nebraska.
Yeah, I think they get
Shitload
out
of
that way.
cranes, Yeah.
Oh, like the construction equipment.
No, like the birds.
Sandhill crane.
Yeah.
I just picture a town with like shitloads.
Yeah,
of,
I'm like,
It's literally like tons of thousands of people drive out to see them every year. The migration, like it's a huge.
Huh? Is there? Do they know why they go there specifically?
To breed, I think. I don't know why.
there's a gas station here at the Godfather's Pizza. We'd like to stop at.
It's not going to get much better than that. All right. Yeah. Patreon.com/NoSleepDSM, folks. Huh? Help us out. Black Cat ice cream. You love it. You know it. You ever had it, Tyler?
I've had it.
Yeah. What do you
Last
think?
time I was here, I love it.
There you go. That's a great endorsement.
Clip it.
Yeah. Venmo at Tobocop, most importantly.
That's right.
Little
Daddy's
cash
struggling.
infusion.
Yeah.
Need a milkweed defense system he's got to pay for.
24 hours.
The milkweed is going to be fine.
Could
I'm
I,
sure of it.
could I try that vape one more time?
Yeah.
Low and slow.
It's on low.
Low and slow.
Put it on
That's right.
crockpot mode.
But when I first started, vaping was very hard for me when I started vaping.
That tastes like a piece of gum.
Yeah.
For your lungs.
Yeah.
Those delicious gummy lungs.
Regulate.
Well, thanks everybody for watching and listening. Thank you to Tyler Walsh for coming on.
Thank you.
I think we got to have him back, folks.
For sure.
Sorry
Everybody's
I
going to be
sweated so
disappointed in our next podcast.
Yeah, but bring Tyler back.
Bring the big guy back.
But thank you. I've been AJ Simmons.
Ooh, I've been Toll McGrain.
Tyler Walsh.
And I've been Alex Carter.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Thanks, Shyla.
Fucking AJ, Toll and Alex. They're fucking hilarious.
This is a certified hood classic. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.